Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, where we believe in conscious spiritual living. We're radically inclusive spiritual renegades who are healing hearts and creating community. In this community, we encourage people to live in enthusiastic expectancy of all their good, their abundance, beauty, love, calmness, peace, health, ease, grace, joy. Let's begin with prayer. So just taking a deep breath in, allowing the music to flow through you, knowing that that music is one form of God. And knowing all that God is, that beauty, the joy, the love, the peace, the ease, is also who we are. Individual expressions of all those great qualities of the divine. And what I know to be the truth today, that we are talking about the best is yet unwritten. So I know that each of us is engaging in the fullness of life, recognizing that that life is eternal, that life is full of all the joy and the love that we could possibly imagine, and it's there for the asking. So I know that today there is something in the surface that's going to touch each of our hearts. Maybe it's the reading, maybe it's the meditation, maybe it's the message. But we come together as community today to lift each other up, to rise up to the fullness of who we are. And I am grateful. I'm grateful for this community that I have that supports me. I'm grateful for this opportunity to come into your home today and Facebook Live. And I'm grateful to know that the God without is the God that lives within each of us, encouraging and loving and allowing us to listen to that still small voice that lives within. So I just release all of this into the law of mind, spirit, and action because I know the truth. The divine has already seen all of this beauty that we've planted in this community and has already said yes. So I can just say amen, and we affirm it together, and so it is. So we've been beginning with meditation. So I encourage you just take a deep, nourishing breath to get comfortable where you are. And if you feel comfortable with it, close your eyes. I invite you to release any thoughts of the outside world. Just move into your heart right now in these next few minutes and become aware of your breathing, the in-breath that brings life and the out-breath that allows us to release anything that's not serving us. And as you continue to breathe, just awaken to this present moment. So I'm going to invite you today to think of something that you still want to do in your life. Perhaps it's visit the pyramids. Perhaps it's become a more patient person. Whatever that might be, make it something you've not yet completed. In The Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes, who's our founding father, says, follow the inward gleam of your consciousness. Follow the inward gleam of your consciousness. Somewhere within you is the knowing in the silence of your heart and soul exactly what it is that you're desiring to complete. Just listen to your heart today. And as you sit in the silence, Imagine that that trait or that thing that you want to complete is already accomplished. You've already seen the pyramids, or you've already become aware that in any situation you can be as patient as you want to be. Whatever that thing is that you want to complete, imagine it already done. Settle into your heart and notice how it feels to have already completed that. Allow the joy of that accomplishment to pour over you. Allow yourself to celebrate having completing that as you sit in the silence of the meditation. So I invite you now to return back to this time and space and to bring back what you noticed. The joy you felt pouring through you as you completed whatever the trait or the task is that you had desired to complete. And allow that joy to settle into your body, into some part of your body, so that you deeply know in the cells of your own being that it's possible. And so it is. So this is the time in our service when we celebrate and we heal. So I just invite you to say out loud some celebration that you want to celebrate today. If it was a birthday in your family, or if it was something that happened to you this week that was particularly wonderful. Just mentally make a note of your celebrations. Say them out loud. As a center, we're just celebrating that we are able to continue to function as a community, even though we're separate apart. We are together. And we support each other through mail and emails and messages. And I hope that you're getting the words of wisdom. And if not, let me know. You can find our email on the website. As a community, we're steeped in the knowing that we want to heal hearts as a group. We want to pray for the healing of people that are feeling something other than joy today, that perhaps aren't celebrating their lives. And so we do that by praying, knowing that God is love and ease and health and grace and calmness and freedom and joy. And that as individual expressions of the divine, everything that God is right there within each of us. And what I know to be the truth is that God is right where we are, no matter where we are, and no matter what state of being we happen to be in, whether we're in a joyful state of being or whether we're angry. God is right where we are. And all of those feelings are perfectly natural, part of what makes us human. So I pause now and invite you to place into this circle of love that we're creating anyone in your life that you know needs healing on any level, whether it be healing that is a physical healing or a mental healing, whether it be healing from wounds of hurt relationships, whether that relationship be with a person or with a religion, whatever the healing is, place them into our circle of love. And as we pause right now, each person, just open up your heart and send out love to all of the people that are in this circle that we've just created. What I know to be the truth is that every person that was placed in that circle felt those packets of love, those huge amounts of love flowing into their being. And that they were able to feel in their heart the love that we just sent. What I know is that anything that needs to be healed is being healed right here and right now. Anything that needs to be released is being released. Anything that needs to be lifted up is being lifted up. And I also know that the seeking of whatever it is each of these people is seeking to find their joy is seeking them. So we know that we, in this time of prayer, are able to connect heart to heart. We don't have to be in the same room. We don't have to be in the same building. We just have to know that we are all one and our hearts are connected. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful to know that connection does not mean we have to be in the proximity of someone else. That we can send love from our heart to someone else's heart, and I know it is felt. And it's from the gratitude of knowing all of that I release these words into the law of mind, spirit, and action, knowing that it's already been called good and that all of this healing has already been done in the divine. So I release it, I let it be, I say amen. And as a community, from this circle of love, we affirm it together. And so it is.